Hey guys, and welcome back to Fortnite. In this video, we're going to be covering the soldier class, or one type of the soldier. There's many iterations of it. In fact, I think we can see a lot of them if we go to our collector books. We go to our heroes, not people, and we go to our soldier classes. As you guys can see, there's the support specialist, the special forces, and then the centurion, the warlord, the commando, the rescue trooper, the uber assault, survivalist, shock trooper. The one I got is actually the one I think I want, period. I kind of just like this character preset. The only one that might rival that is the shock trooper slash uber assault. I don't know. I don't know 100% what they do. I just remember there's one other class I was like, that's awesome. Anyways, we're one tier below this, but this is generally the same thing. Let's cover this one then. Anyways, the reason why I love this support character, by the way, I hate the fact that she has the head on. We'll take it off when we're actually playing her. What makes the support specialist so good is not even, she can support her teammates and that's good and fine, but she's also, it affects her, right? So that buff is good enough to make you good enough. So that's something that I don't think like you notice, but it's definitely there. But anyways, let's get into it. Advanced tactics, ranged weapon damage increased and health increased. Nice, by 10, both. We got frag grenade. And the best part about frag grenades with the soldier class is there's a lot of like these passive buffs. Like, you know how every character has a bonus? Well, just like hers, if you were to equip this in your like tactical squad bonus, when you equip her in there, she gives your grenades a stun ability, which is bonkers and knocks people back as well. Crazy good, crazy good attachment. So soldiers also benefit that, and your abilities being massively altered, so solid. Debilitating shot. This basically makes it so whenever you shoot someone for 15 seconds, they are vulnerable. And this can stack up to 3 times. Awesome. Then we got assault rifle damage being increased. That's way good. Reduce recoil. That's just a necessity thing, or not necessity, a fun thing to have. And finally, the thing that makes his special forces their thing is war cry. It costs 15 energy to make, which means your stamina has to be pretty full. Anyways, its cooldown is 60 seconds, so you can only use this a little bit, but there's some perks that you can get that makes that a little bit less. Anyways, when you activate Warrior Cry, she throws up her hand in triumph, and she is granted 40% more damage for ranged and melee weapons, which is bonkers. Also grants 40 attack speed, so if you have a melee weapon, you activate this, you're going to be hitting it crazy fast, which is great. And of course, increases not only melee weapons, but rifles and etc. So you have a slow firing rifle, this will definitely make it just do that much more damage, and you have the recoil reduction, so it's not gonna be that hard to control it either. And the ability lasts 15 seconds, so you have like this 15-second window of mass damage, mass attack speed, just amazing. And this is shared between your group, rally call. So anyone who's in a close proximity to you will get this stack. They, I think, like start glowing with this like blue essence type stuff. It's a whole thing. Anyways, but yes, this is the bread and butter of the character. This is like your oh shit button slash oh god, there's a charger coming out our base. Let's melt him real quick, pop, and then die. Cool. Practiced in combat increases the duration of war cry for 15 seconds. Awesome. Quick clip increases your reload speed by a lot. And this is the big one, leadership reduces the cooldown of rally call by 60 seconds. Oh no, right. Damn it. Okay. So beforehand, it was the cooldown was 150 seconds cooldown, not 60. My bad. That's quick correction. Apologies. And that's what that's what it turns into. Well, damn. But anyway, 60 seconds is actually pretty good. And then finally, I just unlocked the third ability. This is what I probably will do when I do the more videos like this, where we're just covering one thing. It's not like an addition of the Let's Play we're doing on the channel or whatever. I want to get to the third ability, and that's kind of a good benchmark, unless the bottom things are what make or break the build or the character, which I don't think hers specifically do. But anyways, her third ability is, of course, I think every soldier has the same third ability. I guess they can vary. But anyways, yeah, see, this one costs 150 seconds, and it's on a timer. Fires 18 times per second, dealing 13 physical damage per shot for 10 seconds. Basically, it's just a massive melting machine in the form of a minigun, which I have not got a chance to play with, which I cannot wait to see how that ends up being. Anyways, then we got the 25th perk, which is Waste Not, Want Not. Increases the ammo capacity for all weapons by 40%. Now, I don't know if that means the amount of ammo you can hold or the amount of ammo the clip in your gun can hold, because that's a big difference. Probably the amount of bullets in your magazine. I think that's what it's going to do. But all in all, I don't have that one. It's not the biggest need, you know what I mean? And then we got the last one, which is Fight or Flight. Increases the damage done by War Cry by 10%. Pretty good. War Cry already does a stupid amount of, you get a lot of damage from doing War Cry, so I think you're okay. Like, I haven't gotten to the point where I need more damage. Like, when I activate War Cry, everything dies within 2 shots, so I don't need that extra buff, so you guys can see what it is without that. Cool. Now, what is the best place to utilize the soldier? Kind of anything. Everything kind of has Yeah, like that's my only thing with soldiers, is that they're very much the best at what they do, whereas builders can build pretty decent, but also soldiers can build just as decent, you know what I mean? Like there's not that huge discrepancy where basically everyone can dip into another's medium, but no one ever gets close to soldier, you know what I mean? Like the constructor class is here for building, you can get about like here with just general building stuff. But with the soldier, you can be an outlander and you're not close. You're nowhere close to the damage and everything that they can be, which is kind of weird because they also have good health and they do the most damage, and things are not always in sync. But anyways, let's go do, yes, a mission where we're just mowing down enemies and encampments. But yeah, I really like this character's ability because it's not only like good just for you, but it's good for multiple people. Oh wow, we have other soldiers, okay. But yes, we cannot wait to try out the minigun. We're probably not going to break it out until like the later encampments, because that's when we probably will need them.
For any encampments that look
Oh no shit, I found one.
I'll keep an eye out from here.
Yeah, the recoil is non-existent on this gun. Oh, also, I have kind of ridiculously strong guns. They're legendaries. I got them when the whole special event was going on. And yeah, this is... Things may not die instant like this for you, but it's a pretty good showcase of like what this character can do in the best situation that they're given, which is these guns make it the best situation. So yeah. Oh, there it is. Got it. Was it marked? Mark it on the map. Damn it. This is an assault rifle shotgun hybrid, and it's crazy good. Oh, by the way, the grenades are also really good. And you get like 7 of them. This soldier class could like, I don't think it deserves a nerf. I just think the other classes probably should have a buff to building. Like when a constructor builds, they get a massive resistance on their walls. I think it is a perk, but I don't think it's like as much as you think. Or why not like a constructor being near a built structure, they like massively buff that structure. But it has to be something like that, your team built, etc. I cannot carry anything. That's all my stuff. I have not used the minigun at all yet, so I'm like just waiting for the end stretch where we can, or where we have to, so to speak. Unless it's really not as good as my legendaries, which would kind of make sense, but hopefully that's not how that works. Boom, boom. This gun does fall apart because it's like super automatic, so the bullets just start like shooting out to the left and right, and like, yeah, it's like a nail gun. You know what's really helping me? Some people are. Yeah, both times they've helped me. I should be the one time no one helps me. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Yeah, grenades are way good. Ooh, but those guys are a different situation. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough energy to use my rally call. Ooh. Rally call, please. Thank you. Yes, we shoot way faster, and enemies drop within like 1 second, and my allies are also gaining this buff.
15 minutes to
yeah, it's like, it's not a blue thing, it's just like a bunch of lines going up your body, it's weird. Yeah. And now it's on cooldown for 41 seconds. Awesome, because I think it starts cooling down as soon as you activate it, so you get like a little bit of time. It's really not like 60 seconds, it's 40, because by the time it ends, it's yeah. Ooh, the shock trooper looks so fun though. The shock trooper looks like a soldier hybrid melee person. It's great. Unless it doesn't kill anybody, in that case it'd be really bad. You like dive at a bunch of enemies, but it doesn't kill any of them, so you just start to get stomped on because you dive into a group of enemies. See that going south real fast. Grenade. Grenade. The grenade kills like one-shots little guys, but not the brutes. Oh, my thing broke. And here's an equally as strong shotgun. Sweet. I found that. I cannot make that, sadly. Oh, he's using his ult. Look at him. Look at him go. Ow. Look at him go. Rifles. Well, hey, here's the perfect time to use this. Takes a little bit to rev up, but hey, man. It starts going. I think it starts going. Does it have an endless clip? I think it does. Yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah. Oh, wow, but it's super short-lived. Okay. Well, it's sad, but all right.
Watch for the dive attack.
Boom, boom.
Yes.
There's just no one who compares. Like, I played my ninja with this character and just still not quite there.
Found one. Check out your map.
Then again, I do not have like the ninja that I want necessarily. I have like the ninja that like debuffs people when kicking them, which is good, but I haven't gotten like to the point where people need debuffing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can kill people with like 2 or 3 shots, etc. I feel like she'll come in handy in the next like area, the next thing, because that's when we're gonna be starting to fight enemies that have like mass resistance based on element. But a lot of my gear is energy based, which is kind of like a quick fix for the elemental affected enemies. So I kind of have a bunch of things going on. Oh god. So there's so many things that are going on. Oh, if we get a headshot, we get so much damage. Can't even shoot anybody. Oh, but this is getting bad again. This is getting real bad. Oh.
They're against the ropes. Keep it up.
We are cleaning a shop so badly. Oh, Radical. Oh, I can't. I'm out of stamina. Damn it.
Minutes left. Stay the
Come on, Radical. Stamina, you suck. There we go. Radical. Waste all the bullets because it also increases your attack speed, which is, you know, not always the greatest. Yeah, there's also a soldier that has like lifesteal on attack, which is pretty strong, I can imagine. And one of these. Let's go. It takes a long ass time to rev up your gun. This is way cool. What's the ninjas again? Smoke bomb? It's just like, okay.
Yeah, only one more.
You are less visible, despite you having like a passive ability that makes you like invisible, practically. Cool. Makes
I need a second.
sense.
This is it. Good luck.
Oh, it's so cool looking. Oh shit. It's all kicking off. The only negative to being a soldier is you just eat through ammunition. Oh shit, 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 shit. Yep, throw this up. Throw this. Stagger him so he can't punch me in the mouth or beam me in the mouth, whatever. Out of all the people that could have turned into a zombie, it's goddamn Cyclops over there. Oh, now that I'm starting to think about it, maybe not the best showcase for weapons and whatnot, because we're like, there's not a lot of things that could go wrong, you know what I mean? We kind of just have a stupid advantage. Yeah.
You did it.
And we have legendary guns, though, I'm getting at. It's a bit much, you know what I mean? Oh, we did it. Prepare for extraction. We messed with all that. I would expect nothing less from soldiers, soldier classes.
You've got a little
Some would
time
say,
left. Why not do some
why is it so strong, comparatively? I wouldn't be one of these people. Then again, I haven't got a good ninja yet. Like, I got a really good roll with this soldier where she has, again, everything I kind of want. Even the shock shoot like smash, I kind of want, but again, I can see it going horribly horrible. With the fact that I got my minigun, in fact, let's try to do that. What happens when we stack the minigun on the, we do that really fast. What happens when we stack the war cry on top of the minigun buff? You get it. We're gonna do it right now. So if we go, and then this. No, it doesn't look like it stacks, or at least it doesn't sound like it stacks, although it does look like a lot more bullets are coming out of the gun.
Not possible.
Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, but you see it like there's a clear discrepancy there. Yeah, so I don't think they share the buff, which is actually really cool. That way you're not like having to chain them together. And also that'd be a pretty bad gimmick because you could just have like a death machine, because if you got bonus damage on your already strong Gatling gun and the fire rate bonus, that'd be stupid. You'd be like melting everything fast. Whereas at least Warcry, it's like, yes, you get massive damage and even more fire rate, but the fire rate does have a negative. You're gonna eat through your bullets stupid quick, and if you have a gun that handles recoil poorly, even worse. Luckily, the one I got is it's a slow firing assault rifle with a buff or like a side gadget that increases the fire rate, so it kind of counteracts it, which is really cool. But yeah, guys, I don't really know what to do besides just sit here and wait. I think we can look at the abilities if we go here. Yeah, we have Going Commando, which is pulling out a giant chain gun, and then we got Frag Grenade, which again, I wish I had a better thing on it, because again, you can attach like modifiers that make it stun enemies, and that's way good. Or it can be something different where it's like plasma, so it leaves like a, was it an aerial effect? I don't think it was like that. I think it was something like it has more like elemental damage, or it's basically like an energy grenade at this point. I don't know, regardless. Soldier class is probably, it's hard to say because I haven't messed around with any other classes, but right now soldier class to me is ridiculously strong in comparison to others. Like again, we can actually maybe showcase some more power of the soldier. If this is a monster, which for once, I hope it is. It almost always is a monster chest, by the way. Also, there's a monster chest up here if you didn't see it. There we go. Okay. Yep. So if we switch to my strongest gun, which is this one, we activate rally call. Dead. Dead. Really dead. Real dead really fast. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Grab this. Cool. I don't know what I was saying beforehand. All right. I do think that there is one exception to like a competitor for like the soldier that is the strongest. I don't know if this is the strongest soldier, but like I said, she has everything that I like. Like I love the soldier's grenades. I think they're stupid strong. We get 3 on command that we can spam within reason because of our stamina. But give it a minute. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Give it a... There it is. Another one. Boom. And now all of them are on cooldown. That's bonkers. Like, no other class I think has something like that, which is again, bonkers. Again, what is with that with the Outlander? The Outlander seems like crazy nerf. Like, the fact that he has to go around the map and find fragments just to be able to use his abilities, and that's it. But yet the soldier gets 3 grenades. What? It's a bit bonkers. Again, rally call buffs your weapons, that massive burst damage, kind of like Rage in another game. Ooh. Oh wow, he estimated perfectly. He knew exactly which way I was gonna run to. Goddamn. But yeah, the only other competitor I see is the ninja class, but specifically a ninja class. I'll show it to you guys in a second after this mission is done. But the ninja class that I want so badly, and I'm actually saving up to hopefully get a legendary crate so I can hopefully get some ninja equivalent, even though I already have a really good ninja. Anyways,
2 minutes before I have to
it's an
pull you
okay ninja. The one again, like she kicks people and debuffs them. I probably will show it to you guys at some point in like a strict video showcasing her abilities, her passives, everything. But the ninja that I think does top the soldier is the ninjas that play off of this thing. It's the same reason why the soldiers are so strong. It's that they have a bunch of passives that massively impact every scenario. Because that's what usually defines power, is something that's useful all the time. And I think it's the dragon, the ninja dragon something is what the ninja class is called. But it gives you the dragon sweep, which is really good, just clears out enemies a lot, but also it has a ton of passives in it that basically make you invisible every time you get a kill. And it has assassinate, so when you get 1 kill, you get many kills. And it has like at the very like last few perks I do think make and break that character, which is fighting with swords gives you like a massive damage buff. Like all of that plays really well together, especially in a game where eventually you are going to be hit at some point, unless you can go invisible after getting like 1 kill and it can stack multiple times. Like it's like, okay, so as long as they're an enemy, you're always gonna be alive, and it creates this mobility of like rage, almost like this rage stat where like you get 1, and then you go invisible, you get another, creates this like tumbler effect, which I really want to get my hands on, but sadly the RNG in the game will probably never give me that damn character. But hey, a man can dream, and dream he does. So wait, did the chain gun actually increase its fire rate when I activated that? No, I don't think so. Maybe. Wait, what if I do this now? Activate rally call. Oh, you cannot activate rally call at all, so I don't think it does increase its fire rate. But yeah. Also the melee, I mentioned that. Oh shit, activate real quick. Oh, god damn it. I promise you though, when you activate rally call and use melee weapons, it's just crazy. In fact, like, that'd be something I think would be really cool to have on the assassins or ninjas, is the ability for when you get a kill, for you to have like a massive attack speed buff, because that would be like the rage mentality / glass cannon mentality, because you are just like boom 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 boom. But that was fun. Yeah, I don't think we'll go into too many other things, because that's really a showcase of like what the character is, and it doesn't really need to be anything else, you know what I mean? I don't know, again, to me it's like I don't really have a good reason to play constructor. Not that I don't think making bases is important and all that other stuff, I just think like you can refortify a base and make it dense. And instead of making a wall for an enemy to eventually break down, I can just kill them all together and stop that wall. Now, does that mean that we do not need buildable structures and or towers and or like proper defenses? No. But it just means that like one class to me is very much in like, again, it has a very deeper pool of success than any of the other classes. Creates a necessity almost around that one class because it does so many things so well. Because again, like the buildable mechanics are, like, maybe I'm mistaken, but all of like, yeah, cool. If I'm not mistaken, if we go to heroes, and then we go to my constructor, I got a kind of bad example because constructor is kind of like the damage equivalent of constructors, but she fails horribly at it because plasma pulse is just bad. I might show it to you guys in one video, but anyways, you can regenerate energy, yeah. Exit plan while inside your base, the constructor speed and all that stuff's buffed. Sure, I mean Okay, increases damage of plasma. That's something completely irrelevant. Plasma. Is there any other class? Maybe that one's just this one I think is a constructor type class. Increases base connectivity by 1% building. Okay, so yeah, that's when you put down your like little special ability. Okay. Increase distance on movement. Enemies within the area affected by the base take damage every 2 seconds. I don't think that's a massive amount of damage, but okay. I think it's not noticeable. Maybe it is, and I'm just, yeah, I haven't played too much of this character, but when I see the stats, they don't match up. Increases the resistance of the structures while in the base by 6%. We get like a 20% buff to damage, but they get 6% resistance. I don't feel like that's entirely balanced or makes sense. Immediately answer, yeah, and that's it. Okay, yeah, so even just in those base things, like, yeah, you have increased to build speed, but my soldier has, what do you call it, increased base damage and health. Like, just, what? Like, they very much seem like they are good at everything, and there's not enough to be good at building yet. Which maybe there will be at some point. If there can be like traps. Like, to me, it makes sense if the constructor had like mass like reduction of the building process, etc. And maybe even had a perk that like regenerated like resources after a little while. That'd be really cool. And same thing with like the Outlander. To me, how it goes in like power ranking right now is generally soldier, because almost all the soldiers have like the base ability for their weapons to deal more damage and all that good stuff. And then it goes ninja, because they have mobility and their own like damage scheme, but they're kind of a little bit stricken by, they're like more of their abilities and less of their passives, which their passives are always in play, so I think they're more important and better. And then it goes constructor, and then it goes Outlander, which is just shitty, because the Outlander, he does have loot llama, which is great, but it's crazy that the soldier gets like 3 grenades, and then the ninja can do like a death dash every 10 seconds, which is insane, because like I've never sweeped an enemy and I murdered them and or almost murdered them, so I can just hit them with my sword and they're dead. And that comes back in 10 seconds. And then the constructor has what? They have a decoy that lasts, the cooldown 60 seconds. That's a bit hefty for a decoy. Then again, the decoy I think does just pull anyone who's near it. So yeah, it's like 12 seconds of safety. Anyways, the Outlander has none of that. The Outlander has to literally go around the map and can only even hold 3 charges. So it's not even like you can just be like persistent about grabbing these charges and then go. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, I feel like they are woefully like useless. Like again, I think it'd be great if there was something like, hey, when you kill an enemy, there's a chance for you to get your thing back, right? Your charge. Even if it played off of that, and if it was a 10% chance, that's probably too much. But if there's a decent chance for you to get back, then that would make sense. It would still kind of make it so you need to be careful about when you use your stuff. And again, the capacity would still be small, but there would still be something there and going into. I don't know. I just feel like the Outlander, there's no reason to use him. And I thought they said that he points out treasure on the map. I don't think that's the case at all. Like when I open my map, I don't see treasure boxes on my map like labeled. It's weird. I don't get it. Your axe deals 24 more damage. Yeah, the resources, but that's it. This character is like good at punching. Like again, that's my problem right there. That's pretty much it. After 5 hits, your pickaxe does 25% more damage. Great. Except I can just hit it an extra 2 times with my soldier. You know what this person can't do? Let's just pick one of the thousands of things this character does really, really well. This person can't debuff people a lot by 5%, and that stacks up to 3 times, so that's 15% vulnerability on that enemy. Also, they don't do another 24 assault rifle damage. They don't give all these other bonuses. They don't have an increase to reload speed by 30%. There's stuff that I can cope with this character, not playing her, but there's nothing I can cope with this character at all. Like I feel like you have to play. You know what I mean? It's like that thing. But anyways, that's just my outlook on the characters in the game right now. But anyways, yes, as of the character herself, amazing. Again, if you guys are lucky enough to get your hands on the max equivalent, then by all means go nuts, get it. It looks way cooler too. What does she have? Like she has like an angel wing on her chest. And if we go over to the collector book, we go over to heroes, not people. And we go to soldiers. She looks even cooler in her final form. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll be playing more Fortnite, just doing more things. But yes, looks badass. Again, her abilities only go up from there. More. Oh wow, they're a carbon copy. They're the exact same. Oh wait, I forgot to show you guys. So the only competitor to the soldiers to me are the ninjas. But the ninjas, specific ninjas, because some of them are like, they debuff people, which is kind of cool, but ultimately like, it's cool. It's not like needed. This character right here, I think, definitely could, potentially, because he has stuff like this, which the strongest ability in the game thus far to me has been Dragon Slash. Only rivaled by the soldier's minigun, maybe? Anyways, it reduces the energy cost of Dragon Slash, which is wicked. Increases the length of Dragon Slash, which is, yeah, bonkers. With that throwing stars, whatever. And then this stuff, Shadow Stance. After defeating an enemy with an edged weapon, the ninja enters a Shadow Stance for 4 seconds. During the Shadow Stance, you get resistance by 15%, and your Mantis Leap costs less. And the ninja is more difficult to see, meaning enemies just forget about you altogether. I've seen it, and it's just ridiculous. Shadow of the Dragon. Dragon Slash now activates Shadow Stance. So as soon as we do a Dragon Slash, which comes back wicked fast now, and you guys will see that later on, we get put in that resistance state and are just king of melee and damage because Dragon Slash is already strong as shit. Shadow Stance. This increases the resistance of Shadow Stance by 30%. We get a 15% damage bonus, and now that's turned even more by 30%. What? And then we got Smoke Bomb just for like survivability, and then its final ones are the craziest thing. Legendary Blade. Do additional 35% damage bonus while Shadow Stance is active. What? Breath of the Dragon, and this is the one that I really want. Dragon Slash has doubled its area of effect, so you have this huge area that you hit now. In addition, it increases the damage of Dragon Slash, and if I'm not mistaken, I thought there was something in here that put like a DOT effect on the ground every time you use Dragon Slash. Dragon Slash, Dragon Slash, Dragon Slash. I know we're saying it a lot, but yeah. Regardless, all that seems bonkers, and but mostly it's just like I want this character a lot, and I'm hoping he's good because of those things. Who knows? Maybe Dragon Slash isn't that good. I just like using that ability. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I did not plan on going on about the characters that much and just the general balancing things in the game. But who knows? What are your guys' top class rating to me? For you. Sorry, not for me. I would love to hear that. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, subscribe button above me. 2 videos to my right. Thank you guys so much for your time, and bye, guys.